Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 104 of the Building in Public series. Today is just a bit of a design session, bit of a Sunday design session that we were going through. We were designing, you'll see now, um, I believe it's Peter and Michael Bowen Racing, and I believe it's going to be known as Michael Bowen Racing when it's finished. But yeah, essentially, what you're going to see today is some design work. You won't see the finalized part of the design work because I was doing a lot of work outside of the recording, and essentially, what well, that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be finalizing that design. But yeah, if all goes well, you should be seeing this on the 26th of April if everything is planned. So by then, honestly, the designs may have changed, the whole website may have changed. I'm not too sure. But yeah, basically, without further ado, let's get into the design side of it, and I'll have a chat with you about what we're doing in today's episode. So. As you can see right now, basically what we're doing, nice and simple, is we're minifying images. So this is a very, very good process that you need to do when you have a lot of images. Because the thing is, if you get images professionally done, sometimes you'll have an issue where the images are just simply too big for like mobile users and stuff like that. Now, that's not great, especially when it comes to an SEO perspective, because the thing is, one of the main components of SEO is having a very fast website. Now, again, I don't think these guys want to focus on SEO in particular, but obviously, again, at the core of how we build stuff, we want to make sure that we have some sort of speed there, just so the user experience is manageable, and users who want to use the site have a very good experience. And yeah, pretty much, obviously, as you saw there, we were minifying the images, but now what we're doing is we're doing some cleanup, just tidying up images that aren't in relevant places and stuff like that. And then we're going to start to place images. Now, one thing in this design session that we were looking at straight away is basically we had some inspiration from another competitor site where they have like a backdrop on their um, a backdrop on basically each section that you click on. And yeah, essentially, what you're probably going to see for the rest of this video is me trying to like manually do that effect. Now, from my experience, and again, I spoke to Elementor about it as well because there were parts where I was stuck. Elementor doesn't do it out of the box. There's no direct way to do it. So this is I gotta be honest, in terms of like the whole design side of this website, this is one of the harder parts of it, even though it's a very simple thing. It's just navigation. Generally, in terms of design, this was one of the hardest parts, trying to design and make something of it. Because you'll see here, there's a lot of going back and forth. There's a lot of like refreshing the page. It's trying to get things to work and sort things out. And yeah, essentially, you see there, we're going down like a CSS route. We're trying to do things in a particular way. Like you can see here, we've got to make specific menus for it, do everything like that. There's so much involved in this part of it that like, overall, like the amount of effort that goes into it probably isn't worth like the effect that happens, right? But I gotta be honest, what we actually ended up finishing on was really good. But you can see here as I'm sort of testing it and going through it, if I just pause this a second now, and if I just grab a part of it. So you see here, I'll try and explain the effect. Okay, so basically what we're trying to do is we're trying to take this backdrop and put it further up here behind behind the logo and behind the menu. And then basically this is going to have a backdrop. And essentially what the desired effect is, so if I scroll through this, the desired effect is basically something like this. So when this goes through, so the desired effect is, where is it? I saw it there. So the desired effect is basically something like this, right? Where you have a backdrop, you have the menu, and then you have, the sub menu and whatever. But obviously, you can see here it's not quite a full backdrop. and I don't actually manage to, I believe, fix that until after this video, because you can see here, this is like the issue that we're facing, right? So you can see I've got the backdrop. I'm trying to achieve, something from it, but you'll notice that it doesn't look quite right, you know? And yeah, this is basically where a lot of my afternoon went when designing this, because there's a lot of issues. Like for example, you can see there the menu is hidden behind the image and stuff like that. And yeah, pretty much that was the session. Not much to really say about it, but obviously, again, I need to record these episodes to get them out. And in terms of content, that was the only content I really had for you on that day. But yeah, hopefully by the end of today, after this episode is finished, I can give you guys more of an update. Maybe even in the next episode, I can give you an update on the finalized design. And yeah, but honestly, guys, not much else to say. And I'll see you tomorrow for episode 105. Cheers. Bye for now.